Hello, I'm Robert McDermott. I'm the chair of the program in Philosophy, Cosmology, and Consciousness at the California Institute of Integral Studies, or as we say here, PCC at CIIS. This program has three integrated parts. Philosophy, though not the whole of philosophy, philosophy that has to do with those philosophers who we think are good for people and good for Earth and good for the future. So we like the philosophers who have a big picture and who are inspiring and who can give meaning to the world, which is, of course, threatened by a worldview that is lacking in meaning. And the middle term, cosmology, we do in, we could say, two ways. One is the way that has been in the program from the beginning, the research of Richard Tarnas, which is archetypal cosmology or psychological or astrological cosmology. And that has to do with the way that the archetypes are manifest in the planets just as they are in human affairs and in great and deep events in human life. And so it's a kind of it's a triadic study and very deep and very fascinating. And Brian's work, of course, is also fascinating. And you can get a look at Brian doing cosmology in that wonderful film called The Journey of the Universe, which he made with Mary Evelyn Tucker and John Grimm. And that's readily available and very enjoyable and educational. And then we have consciousness, which we all do, Rick and Brian and Sean Kelly, who comes from Hegel and he comes from Jung, but is now a completely devoted ecologist. So he's concerned with changing the consciousness, which could help to save the Earth from human destruction. And Elizabeth Allison, who teaches ecology in the framework of culture, religion, spirituality, and also a lot of practical concerns that are somewhat epistemological and social scientific. So that's also very integral. And because so many of our students who have come in the last 10 years have deep ecological concerns, Sean Kelly created a track within PCC called Integral Ecology, which just happens to be, not happens at all, was no accident, it's perfectly sensible that Pope Francis, in his remarkable encyclical Laudato Si, emphasizes integral ecology. That is to say, the relationship between ecology and the poor and the worldview, which is increasingly destructive. And then there's in a certain sense, you could say, the fifth element, which is the community itself. So people don't always know when they're coming here to study with one or two professors whose books they have enjoyed and benefited by, that when they're coming to a deep, and you could even say life-changing community, where we, all faculty and students, make deep friendships that last for decades and a lifetime, because they're based on shared values and shared aspirations. We're quite serious about changing the world, and we're very excited to be doing it together. So that's a very brief account of what we're doing here in PCC at CIIS, and we hope that you will investigate further and perhaps come and visit with us, and we can talk through whether this is the right program for you.